Aries, hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope y'all are doing well. Aries, you know, I feel like there are points in time when people really, really need like there's a person who is like, I need this, and we hold space for that because that's just how we roll, and trust that whoever needs this message is receiving it, and that it's ultimately for the collective. The question is, can you fix what I've broken? You can be asking this question, or you can be answering this question. I don't know where you're at in this energy, but that's the question. Can this be fixed? Can you find the beauty in all of this brokenness? Because what I did was take a baseball bat and demolish something. Can you fix that? And Aries, I feel like that's kind of a question of like, do you want to fix that? You know? Because if there's something happening in your life where somebody literally just, with every intention in the world, destroyed something in your life, destroyed something between like a relationship, like, can you heal that? Again, I don't think that's the right question. I don't think it's a question of can you. I think it's a question of will you. Collective. Let's do clarifiers. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Well, Aries, again, I feel like this question is staged with desperation because, and here's just a blanket statement in terms of character and understanding people's character. There are people who are sorry for what they did, and then there are people who are sorry for getting caught. And a key factor in all of that is, did I hand myself over knowing that I had been in the wrong, wanting to not continue in that energy, or did I take that destruction as far as I could until I got caught doing it and then I stopped? Because if you're dealing with somebody who just is destructive from start to finish, destruction, and now they want the right to what? To have a say in any decision that you make, to have a say about any of the people that you allow in your life, to have a say about any of the places that you reside, to have a say about anything. It's not can you, it's will you. And I feel like no, because I'm going in new directions, because I parted ways with your energy. I separated myself from it. I don't actually need your intentions. I was just seeing if you would extend any form of courtesy, exhibit any ability to behave differently, any possibility that any change had taken place that would say to you, I should really do this one thing. maybe I should just try this one thing. And I feel like you were given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, and you were, allowed space to change. And then when that was no longer provided, like at that point, then you just want to say, can you fix this? Like what effort do you put in anything, right? Whoever this person is that you're dealing with, I just feel like, no, no. You've been given chance after chance after chance after chance. And I've got an opportunity to go and do something that I feel like enables me to take all of the brokenness that I've experienced in my own life and find the beauty in it, and make back what I lost and along the way. I don't know. I think of, and I can't remember like which Bible verse it is specifically, but it's just the idea of like if when you lose everything for purpose, like in God, in the Bible, but like translate that to spirituality. But if you allow yourself to be broken down and humbled in the name of God, in the name of spirit, in the name of a greater cause, a greater purpose, if you allow yourself to be humiliated and broken, God will build you up times 100, And it's like, I'm really sorry that you chose to be the person who beat something to death. But like, I'm being elevated, I'm being resurrected, I'm being transformed, and you're still not doing anything. You still haven't changed. Aries, this feels heavy. It feels super heavy. I feel a drop. I feel the drop. Yeah, the Tower. I feel like I gave you time to make a decision because I was working on myself. Like you had time, you had ample time. Like don't come at me about time. Don't come at me about opportunity. Don't come at me about closed doors. Don't come at me about anything. There's nothing you can say. There's literally nothing you can say. You demolished everything. Fucking wrecking ball. And laughed about it. Bragged about it. And talked to all of these strangers about it. And destroyed even more. I don't need destruction in my life. I've had plenty of that, thank you. And I think, like that life is turning. Like things are turning around for me. Opportunities are presenting themselves to me, and I mean, you've done nothing but belittle every single step of that I've taken every single step of the way. So, like you can belittle me until you're blue in the face. All you're doing is telling me that I'm doing the right thing by not listening to you because you've been wrong every single fucking time. While you took such pride in the destruction that you brought against me. But I'm going to step into my hundredfold. I'm going to step into the blessings that God has promised me in spite of those like you. No arguing that, Aries. I don't know, because honestly, like we've had a lot of things in these reads lately of like third party situations, and I don't know who's out here dealing with those third party situations, but if you are, I just feel like you're done. Like done in all caps, done. What a relief, right? Yeah, because like you're done fighting, you're done being left out in the cold, you're done being the last person to be included in a conversation about you, about your future, about your decisions, about any of it. You know what I mean? Like fuck all the way off, cuz I don't fuck with you. You should go listen to that song, Big Sean. I've been listening to it all day. It is such a vibe. It is everything. Because Aries, I just think that you have called into you what is yours, and you have a new beginning, and you have what it is that you like. You don't have somebody who wants to destroy everything and then ask you to fix it. You have somebody who's like, hey, I build and you build. Let's see what we can build together. Cool. Let's see where that takes us, because we are backed with the blessings of God, not the maliciousness of men. I mean that in a very generic sense. Yeah, venom. Yeah, I do. I feel like judgment's been ruled, and what you bring to the table is something that could never be sustained. What you bring to the table is a massive headache of control and anger and resentment and, oh, such nasty, filthy fucking energy. And Aries, that's not what you're about, and that's not what you're building, and that's not what you're sustaining, and that's not what you're bothering yourself with, because it's not your job to pick up the pieces behind somebody who just wants to destroy everything constantly. Who doesn't really have a clue about, I don't know. I just feel like somebody who would do like be so arrogant and so like abusive with their powers and ill-intended, and and then continue in that even after they've come to an understanding that, like, wait a second, maybe I'm not right, and then continue in it even after they've recognized that, like, not only was I not right, but like now I've been caught being really malicious and ill-intended in terms of taking control of something and sucking the life out of it for myself while I destroy what it is that I'm sucking the life out of. What a horrible fucking person that you're dealing with. And I feel like maybe this person is finally seeing you, or seeing themselves the way that you see them, you know? Because I don't think this person has really had like a clearer perception of how it is that you actually perceive them. But I think that they do now. And thank fucking God. Be done with it already. Like, be done. Be done. Aries. Okay. Like I said, that could be a very specific read for somebody who really needed to hear that. But also, I trust that it is for the collective, and that, if you are dealing with people who really just really and truly have gone above and beyond to tear you down in every way they see fit, because they see fit to tear you down. Like, if there was a question about how they're like, if there, like, were any hope in hell, you know, like, well, sweetie, the mind is its own hell, and you exist in hell, and I will never want to exist there with you. So, all the best, gratitudes and blessings. Yeah, okay. Love y'all so much. Thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Thank you for holding space for this particular read. And yeah, I will see y'all again soon. Bye.